Wow, just when you think Senate hearings can't get any more intense, Senator Kennedy steps in and delivers a masterclass in holding officials accountable. Today, we're breaking down the fiery exchange between Senator Kennedy, Mr. Mitchell, and Professor Rye in the Judiciary Committee. From patent abuse to Senate power struggles, this hearing had it all. Stick around because you won't want to miss these key moments. And hey, if you love hard-hitting conservative analysis, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Capitol Conservatives family. Right out the gate, Kennedy goes after the real issue. Why are critical bills dying in the Senate? He points out how one person, the majority leader, controls the entire agenda, whether it's Schumer or McConnell. And his proposal? Let senators prove they have the votes and bring bills to the floor. But here's the kicker. When he asks Mitchell and Ray if they support this, they dodge like pros. Mitchell even says it's above his pay grade. Really? Since when do experts not have opinions?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With me today, Mr. Chairman, are two interns in my office, Ms. Anna Kate Luke and Quinn Eisenfeld, and I wanted to recognize them today. They're sitting behind me. Mr. Mitchell, I'm sorry about your health challenges. You made a very impassioned plea for us to consider the various bills that have come out of this committee. Why do you think the full Senate hasn't taken them up?
I think you've been busy with some other things.
You really think that's the reason?
Part of the reason, I think, yes, is that the Senate has been busy with many other things. I do think that there is an appetite on both sides of the aisle to advance these bills, maybe in the lame duck session.
Respectfully, I think you're wrong.
Tell me.
The majority leader controls the floor of the United States Senate. Whether that majority leader is a Republican or a Democrat, one person controls what the entire United States Senate can consider. And I don't mean to pick on Senator Schumer. He's my friend. He is exercising the power that we have ceded to him. If Republicans were in the majority, I feel pretty confident in saying that our majority leader, Senator McConnell, would exercise the same power. Do you think the Senate ought to establish a new rule that all senators are equal and some aren't more equal than others? And that if a senator can demonstrate that he or she has 60 votes to pass a bill, perhaps through the number of co-sponsors, though that wouldn't be the only way, that senator should have the right to bring the bill to the floor of the United States Senate and allow senators in front of God and the country and their constituents to vote on it.
Senator, you're way over my pay grade.
Okay, you don't have an opinion on that?
No.
Next, Kennedy hammers Professor Rye on her claim that drug companies exploit patents for obscene profits. But here's the twist. Kennedy stops her cold and asks, is this abuse illegal? Rye admits it's not, but says agencies like the FDA could crack down if Congress pushed them. So why haven't they? Rye blames lack of oversight. Kennedy's response? Classic, they're not doing their job. Mic drop.
Professor, you're an attorney. Do you have an opinion? You don't want to make Senator Schumer mad? Is that your concern here?
That's an excellent question. It does seem to me that that level of control could be not optimal. The level of control exercised by one person.
You're a professor, right?
I am a professor.
Not optimal.
Correct.
Yeah. In the real world, we say it sucks. I came here today to learn, and I have learned a lot. But here's what I'm trying to understand. Professor, is your contention that because of the patent abuse, your words, not mine, that pharmaceutical drug companies are making obscene profits in the United States?
Thank you for the question, sir. I don't think it's obscene. I think that, as many people have pointed out, in the United States, we do fund research and development for the whole world. And that's a very, very knotty problem. So that's a challenge that I think we all need to take on. I do think that patent abuse contributes to lack of innovation, which might seem counterintuitive, but I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because
let me stop you for a second, because I'm going to run out of time. You use the term patent abuse.
Kennedy doesn't let Rye waffle. He demands straight answers. Should the FDA and Patent Office be doing more to stop patent gaming? Rye finally admits, yes. But here's the problem. Agencies won't act unless Congress forces them to. So who's really to blame? The Senate's lack of spine or lazy bureaucrats? Sound off in the comments.
Obviously using it in a pejorative sense. Is this patent abuse illegal?
It is not currently illegal, but there are mechanisms that we could readily employ to curtail it.
If we passed a bill?
If we passed bills, there's also a lot that agencies can do right now using their current powers.
So why don't they?
They don't, because I think that Congress doesn't adequately push them to do it. So you need to hold oversight hearings, hauling up the FDA and the PTO, asking them why they don't cooperate more, including on the sort of thing that they can already do, which is exchange information, including trade secret information protected by trade secrecy law.
I think the problem is in part within our administrative agencies, like the FTC or...
The FTC is, I think, doing a cleanup job on the back end, but the FTC can only work on the back end. Recall that the FTC's jurisdiction is antitrust. That's after all the bad stuff has already happened. They try to clean up on the back end. We need to nip the problem in the bud on the front end.
The FDA.
FDA can help, and the PTO can help.
Is the FDA doing a bad job with controlling patent abuse?
The FDA considers its role ministerial.
Are they doing a bad job, in your opinion? Come on, Professor, we're trying to find solutions here. Don't dance around on me. Tell me what you think.
I think they could do more.
Kennedy's big idea? Take power from the majority leader and let any senator with 60 or more co-sponsors bring a bill to the floor. No more secret blocking, no more partisan gridlock, just democracy in action. But will it happen? With both parties addicted to control, don't hold your breath. Still, Kennedy's fighting, and that's why we cover him here on Capitol Conservatives.
I'm gone way over. Thanks for your indulgence, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I want to thank my colleagues for the work that you've done, and I do hope, Senator Kennedy, that we get those bills on the floor and have a chance to vote on them. You've done a lot of work on that, Senator Cornyn, and I'm very supportive of what you've done.
Well, I've suggested a way, Mr. Chairman, that we can get them on the floor. And I'm not trying to
talk to your friend, the majority leader.
I'm not trying to step on Senator Schumer's toes by any stretch.
Let's go back to the issue
both
here.
ways.
Thank you.
This hearing proved two things. First, the system's broken. Second, leaders like Kennedy are exposing it. If you're tired of backroom deals and unchecked bureaucracy, smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more unflinching coverage. Want us to dive deeper into patent reform? Let me know below, and stay tuned for our next breakdown. This is Capitol Conservatives, signing off. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our featured videos to stay informed and engaged with the latest from Capitol Conservatives.